Is this where, welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is build of the month. I am Nate, and this is
Serena.
and I just blew a fuse while I was like frantically hitting the same button 3 times in a row. I don't know what went out over there, but I hope it's not important. Is all the cameras are going? I don't know. We'll find out. So this is the show where we're gonna spend a couple hours hanging out, building, and figuring out what are we gonna do for next month's build of the month. What are we gonna do, Selena? I don't know.
We are going to, for this build of the month, we are doing a hybrid of a large requested, I don't know if that's the right word, a widely requested um, idea from all of you is that we do hybrids. So we're doing a little mix of caverns and sewers with a few other things peppered in.
How's Selena's audio level? We're still we're streaming in my basement once again, because there's I don't know how do we figure out how much snow there is? 18 inches, 12 inches.
There's Paul Hostetler says it is sufficient. Vertex Artist says sounds good.
All right, woo, got it. We can't really
Mark
monitor
90
it.
asked if we have 10 feet of snow.
About definitely 10 feet or so. So yeah, so we're in the basement instead of the studio. So we're as usual a little rough around the edges streaming from here. So we have some caverns, we have some sewers, and some fun accessories, and we'll see what we can make. You know, I still haven't broken my habit of clapping right in front of the mic, but you can teach a man to fish, but you can't teach him old tricks. Nah,
Yeah, you can't catch a fish and then teach them old tricks.
that's you can
As
catch
the saying goes.
you can catch a fish, but you can't teach them tricks. Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic.
Anyway.
So, do we have any news before we dive in to?
Hottest news is the February build of the month is live. It went up at noon. And we're going to be posting, we're shooting for the first Tuesday of every month. That way you get a whole month to buy this build of the month bundle. And as if you tuned in last month, you know that it's ice.
Woo! Yeah. So
And we gave a special shout out to I Need 202 for the use of the light panel. So if you drop us your great, brilliant $1 million ideas, we will give you a shout out.
we'll even take your copper piece ideas. Like we're not, we don't judge ideas. Ideas are ideas, and sometimes they work out. So
Fine,
we're
but everyone does have to pay me $5.
fair. That's it.
Me, not Dwarven Forge.
Just straight to literally Selena at Venmo.com. So we're going the first Tuesday of every month. We'll be launching the build of the month build of the munch. It's a delicious snack of the month. And then we're shooting we're doing building the build of the month the same day. So it's kind of a full build extravaganza day. It'll be kind of fun. I don't think we have any other news, right? Other than this one went live. Also, while the eternal question is, what do you guys want to see? So we're gonna do castles next month. So we're doing March today. We're doing castles for April. What do you want to see in May and June? Like, what haven't we covered in a while? Well, let us know. We'd love to hear your ideas.
Justice Armand has noticed that the
Justice.
purple in your mohawk is almost gone.
Yeah.
Tell our viewers that you're a coward
I,
and you're giving up.
yeah, I am not good at maintaining hair. It's a whole thing. Yeah, and I previously, like last week, I did a touch up before. I didn't do anything today. So we had there. It's too much work. Whew. All right, now I have to mix this sweatshirt that has like writing on it into the mix, and that requires thought power. Also, colored hair. I don't know. It's a lot.
Tell me about it.
Can I tell you about it? No.
You already are.
Okay. So, wait, I had a thought of what we were, I don't know. It wasn't important. So that's all we have for news. Let us know what you want to see. Should we build?
These comments are on fire.
Oh, wait, I forgot to go split screen. Let's go, there we go. We got our new technology. We're now, look at that. Yeah, what's the fire in Commentaryville?
got a good request for Lava Castle. It looks like my video's choppy.
Yes. I don't know how to unchop you.
All right.
I could try resizing it. This could be. Let's do it live. Let's see what happens.
We got a lava castle, lots of hellos. Everyone, you're so nice. We want to see all of the things, says Jin Watson. Lava catacombs from Paul Hofstetler. Are we ever going to do resin build of the month?
Not unless we have a bunch in stock. All right, so let's. You know what? This is a good. Yeah, I don't know how to de-chop you.
All right.
Uh-oh, I just disappeared you for a sec. Wow, you really, it's a crazy lag. Clap your hands. Wow, and what's weird is I have a window of you live, which is working there, but somehow going into OBS, it's like, you're like 2 seconds behind. Yeah.
Classic OBS.
So, so the rules of Build of the Month, right? And particularly applies to building of the Build of the Month, is we have to do sets that are in stock in our web store, which is the first challenge, right? So that knocks off 80% of the sets in the catalog. So it's got to be sets that are in stock. And then particularly it has to be sets that are in stock when the thing launches so we can actually make a bundle. And generally we want to keep like the whole bundle to be, under $500. And what are the other rules? The other rules are just like not too, like, I don't know, maybe we try. I guess there aren't any other. Are there any other rules? What are our guiding principles on this, on Build a Month? A neat story, self-contained.
That seems to be it.
Yeah. Sets in stock, self-contained, something fun. And obviously, ideally variety, right? We don't want to hit the same note over and over and over again.
Correct. We got some good piece suggestions. And, you guys can, suggest a way. We might not do it for this month, but we can incorporate it into another month. We have docks with a water tray and captain's hut. Our docks are out of stock, though. Those were one of the first things to sell out in the restock, right?
But I think we ordered, a boatload of docks, which would be an appropriate amount, right? I think we have a lot of docks coming. So that's a good one to put in. What was it? Docks with a little, the sea shanty? No, shanty. It's not a chant, not the song, but like a, yeah. What's the little house? Like a, it could be a sea chantry, a church. Yeah, little.
The chat demands ruins.
Ooh, can we do dungeon ruins? Because we haven't done dungeon ruins yet, and we have them in stock.
Yeah, making a note.
Yeah. Wow.
An overgrown ruined castle. We did a ruined castle this time last year, though.
Huh?
We've done it.
Well, we can do maybe a new,
I like Lava Castle. The build that we've done, we did that big Lava Castle for compatibility during Hellscape, and then we also did our Hellscape and Wildlands compatibility video. Was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Hellgate in stock, and will it ever be in stock again?
I know the answer to neither of these questions, but that would be Hellgate. Hellgate and Lava would be a good, would be a fun one.
That'd be so good.
Lava Castle would be exorbitantly expensive. Castle's already expensive, and then we throw lava on there, and it's going to be the magma that breaks the camel's back. But, well, keep them coming. I like the dock with a cottage and a dock and a thing. There's definitely, that's a fun one to do at some point. The sea captain's hut.
Well, let's go to this one.
Yeah. All right. So let's see if you're chopping the little mini view here. We got.
Testing the choppiness, I'm moving around.
Why did this get so hot up here? I don't know. I don't understand webcams, but there we go. All right. So we have So, what I pulled together. Look how organized. Have you ever seen me so organized, Selena? I have like,
This is incredible.
yeah,
I can't believe this.
Tupperwares. I'm even gonna turn you around so you can be part of the action
Oh, great.
here.
The light is kind of blowing it all out for me, but that's fine. I'm also watching the stream. That's 10 seconds behind, but that's fine.
So, and you're delayed. So you're 12 seconds behind because you're 2 seconds behind. Oy. Is it giving you seizures yet? Or I can. How's that for light? You
I'm
can't
fine.
see the pieces. All right. So we have. This is what I pulled out. So we're gonna try. The thought was to combine sewers with caverns, because we haven't done caverns, plain old caverns, in a while, right? We did Underdoom, we did lava, we did ice, hellscape, and we did ice. We haven't done plain old caverns in a while, and we haven't done sewers in a while. And of the sewers that we have in stock, the sewer walls pack was we have a bunch of sewer walls pack, and that's about it. Like we're nothing else that's really cohesive that has a decent stock. We have a few that have like 10 or 20, but not enough. So all right, so we got some plain sewer walls. So it's always maybe there's like some sewer, a sewer thing leading into a cave. What's there? I don't know, and why I don't know. That's what we're gonna figure out. And then I thought for the base, like for the caverns build, I have pulled out a couple things. I've got a basic cavern set, which just gives you the sort of cheapest bang for your buck for coverage for basic cavern stuff. Just walls, floors, and corners. And then I have a crooked cavern set to then add some interesting variety to it, which hopefully will work. And then if we wanted to get fun and lively, we've got water terrain trays we have a bunch of, so we could do a water terrain tray and some stone banks. So we could do, maybe the cave opens up in the sea, maybe it's the secret, I don't know, there's that secret sea cave that leads into the sewers where they smuggle stuff in or whatever. And then for some fun flair, I have on hand here, I've got a camp pack and an alchemy lab accessories pack. So I don't know, we don't have to use all of these, but it's something smart. So who's got an idea? What are we gonna make here? And while we think about ideas, I'm gonna play with some sewers for a second.
Flight of the Wyvern is reminding us to count the pieces in each set.
Flight of the Wyvern, you get a thumbs up wherever you are up there. And first of all,
we have some people requesting kobolds.
Because who doesn't love kobolds? Well, the good news, Flight of the Wyvern. Oh, what I didn't really think about? Floors in the sewers. But let me look at that in a second. I love Flight of the Wyvern.
I had the same thought, but you were very confident about this pack.
Huh.
Turtles on skateboards.
Turtles. Flight of the Wyverns is like Flight of the Conchords, but with wyverns. Kind of awesome. And yes, we double checked the conceptually, visually. I took photos of all the packs and sent them to Tyler, and he checked everything out. So I think we're good. But let me look to see if we've got sewers.
Sewers. Well, while you do that, hello, Merc90. Merc90 also follows me on Twitch. I've been reading them bedtime stories. Everyone else, if you want to hear me read bedtime stories, should follow me on Twitch. Literally, Selena. Shameless self-promotion.
Lit, as in literature.
Yes.
Literature.
Yes, we're reading a novella this week while I wait when we're going to vote on the next book. And so while we wait for the next book to come in, I'm going to be reading short stories and whatever.
So here's the curveball, right? So just when there are no sewer floors. There's a reason we have no sewer floors in stock. We have like 20 sluice packs in stock, 20 monster sewer stock stuff. So we don't have floor options. So let's get creative. Maybe we do stone. Maybe we do caverns floors. Is that wild? I think we have actually caverns floor packs.
The chat is suggesting a terrain tray underneath.
Oh, chat, I love you guys. All right. In fact, okay. Okay. We have.
Water or mud, says Finlay Shards.
We have the acid. The Rough Stoner Acid 4x8 terrain trays. We have 3-pack we have in stock. Welcome back. I think we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Well, turns out my internet thought it was a snow day. I don't know
The bit rate's in the red, but it does show we are live. It says unstable, which is very funny to me.
fair.
Oh, now it's excellent. Okay.
Yes. Well, thanks for yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Last we left our intrepid heroes, we were venturing into a hybrid sewer build. Let's go.
We have lots of suggestions.
I bet they had some time to think. Are we in? All right.
We're in.
So, what?
I'm not choppy anymore either.
Oh, good. See, it was all part of the. It was like the computer was having a stroke. It just didn't realize it happened yet. You were getting choppy first, and then. What wonderful suggestions do we have from Lichette?
Okay. Justice Armand would like to see turtles with skateboards.
Okay, we're on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is that
Rashy Smashy says, "Oh, it would be cool if it had a large circle hole in the center, almost like a drop into a cavern or sinkhole."
what would have a circle? You had me at sinkhole. Okay.
Flight of Wyverns says, "Terrain tray would maybe make the lower edge of the sewers look like seaweed, so a coastal cavern." Elvern the Hero says, "A thieves guild in the city using arcane crystals underground to siphon off magical energy, causing people to blow fuses."
Wait, so they're like stealing people's electricity, basically? They're stealing magic illicitly.
Yeah, I think this was making fun of the whole internet situation. But it's so clever.
Stupid internet.
Gilded Poison says, "Sewer dripping into a cavern that meets the sea would be fun."
Yeah, well, let's try. Oh, I'm gonna try this. Hang on, I'm trying this experiment today where I have. Let's see if this does anything. I've taken the camera that's normally on my face and putting it on the terrain because people are here for the terrain.
Turns out. Vertex Artist said something that made me giggle. It's, "Someone has stolen all of the sewer's floors. The players must investigate." Oh, that looks cool, Nate.
Yeah, this is like the POV cam. It's just on my my painting light. I using the arm and I have the webcam mounted on it so I can like swivel it around and do fun bits and then leave it there while I like build. Let's go. Let's do this in a triple. Let's see. I think this brings back the Selena. The resolution on it's not so fantastic, I think, but
it's good.
Yeah. All right. So, what do people think of doing sewers on train trays as such? Something like
Paul Hostetler likes it.
It's hard.
He does like the slime trays better than cavern water for this.
Well, especially because we have them in stock, so that turns out. Man, I've got dueling arms hanging. I don't know. Hold on, please stand by. What am I gonna do?
Oh, wait. Hachi machi.
Yeah, it's all the hachi machi. Ooh, yeah. There we go. I had to do like a little swing arm Tetris here, right? Something like this might be a. Let's see what we have. It's kind of perfect.
Jin Watson says that my volume is faint.
I wonder what's changed.
I don't know if there's anything we can do about that.
Yeah, I've got analog power.
Oh, and you're away from your mic.
I am? Or maybe the levels are hanging. Because the mic is like 6 inches. Here, let me. How's that? The mic's like, I don't know, 6 inches from my face. You can see. Hello.
Rabbit Burner says,
"Hello,
Castle
Rabbit.
Guards are running a smuggling ring from the sewers to the coast. Arrows, arbalest, routers."
Arrows Arbalist routers?
Yeah.
Is that a code? What does Arrows Arbalist routers mean?
I don't know. Tell us, Rabbit. Someone suggested a Plaguestone alchemy tray.
Plaguestone alchemy.
Did we do a different terrain tray for the Plaguestone Caverns? Or texture patch?
Yes, we do have a texture patch. I don't know where it exists. Yeah, it would be a good one.
Oh, Paul says they are out of stock. So never mind.
That's the thing, right? You have the best laid plans, and then we don't have them in stock.
So Paul Hosteller has done their research. We got. They suggest lizard folk, siege defenders, sewer walls, basic cavern, and an acid/stone terrain tray, and all that comes to $295.
I don't know how many the siege defenders we have, but that is a good. Let's put this guy here.
We used to have too many.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. We definitely have Lizardman Clan in stock because that was on the list. Potentials. We could do this in here.
Everburner has clarified, and he says the castle guards smuggling weapons, arrows and arbalists, and a sideline and internet routers.
Ooh. I'm in the market, so if there's a black market of internet routers, I'm there for it.
Oh, Ender 009 says, can the sewer walls work as floors?
Yeah, they're lopsided, but yes. Here's a. It's like we could do a double wide thing of.
Will the sewers have magnets put into them?
Not in
that looks cool.
Not in the immediate future because it essentially we have to every time to put a magnet in a piece we have to retool the piece, which is we just basically have to remake the whole mold, the whole piece, which is a real bummer.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a real bummer. So we have to be like I can't tell you how badly I want magnets in these, by the way. But it's like. So that's why we only did, when we did the Caverns core, we only did 6 new pieces or 5 new pieces with magnets in because, darn it, corners.
I see.
Yeah. Use this guy. Because it's a whole new thing each thing. So we have, this is kind of neat. Okay. We'll do a thing. Oh, loose head. There you go. How do I... What's loose? Somebody is loose here. I should just use my Vorpal arm for this. Would make much more sense, but...
Perhaps. I'm going to step away real quick because my glasses are not on my desk and I do need those.
Turns out seeing is an important part of what we do, huh? There we go. Tighten that.
Oh.
Tighten the knuckle.
They were on the floor across the room.
I blame the cats completely.
Yes, blame the cats.
All right. So I don't know. We'll figure out exactly.
I've locked them out of this room right now, and they're upset with me.
Oh, I bet. Dude, shoot. There's gonna be a reckoning, Selena. You're in trouble there. All right. Let's.
Paul. Yeah.
Paul, what?
Paul Hostetler says very important. Siege defense pack, not siege defenders. It has siege equipment, not humanoid things.
I do not know how many we have, but it also sounds like it's a dressing thing, so we can flavor it up or down.
It would need pole accessories and stuff, I think. It has the cauldrons and the pole bits.
Yeah, there's some cool bits in it. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's do a zigzag. Let's do a... Hang on. I was getting ready to move into things. Yeah, I wish we had magnets in all of these, like in a huge way. Hang on.
But it's a pretty easy mod if you get like thin magnets. It'll fit under like the lip of the piece, right?
Facts. Yes. But it would.
I think there's a thread in the forum about it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just enough clearance that you can get like one of these guys. One of these these little tiny doop and a little glue, and off you go. But it would be even better if we sold them with it. If the sewers sold like hotcakes, it would be easier to make a case for magneting them up. Because I really like the terrain trays as a floor. It's a really good. It's a good solve. Gives us coverage for nothing.
Come here.
Uh-oh, you're opening the So they're stars on 2 podcasts now? I mean, live streams now?
What'd you say?
I said, so they're stars on 2 streams now? This one and and you're literally...
Yeah, one of my gimmick is come tune in for me and my cats to read you stories.
It seems
they always make an appearance.
Seems like more of a main attraction than a gimmick.
It is a main attraction, you're right. On the screen, your little Slack notification that says you are muted or whatever is blocking her face. But look at her. She's so cute.
I can try resizing. Yeah.
She's screaming. She
right.
loves the snow. She's having such a good time with all this snow. Anyway, back to this chat.
Because snow is fun. All right, so
Augustus Plays asks, which is Chris, real quick, Nate, what level are you wanting to run for the game? 10th?
What do you get at? Was that your 5th level spell? 6th level spell? Oh, that could be. I don't know. What do people have fun? So we're running. We're gonna run a game for the big 1-year anniversary. What level is fun to watch people play at? It's got to be 6 or higher. I feel like 6 is when you come into your own.
Trashy Smashy says they really like the 6th. Kodiak Bear Alaska also says 6th.
I'm gonna say at least 9th, right? Because 9th is everything you love about 6, but with that extra little zhuzh.
NPC Creation says 5th level spells at level 10.
Yeah.
And Merc90 says, don't see level 20 too much, winky face.
I would love to do a 20. I feel like for a one-shot of this chaotic nature, it's going to be too much to... it might be too much to handle. In that, like, there's all this chaos already. Like, backers are creating the build, or viewers are creating the build. Viewers are going to be steering a whole bunch of the action. There's going to be all sorts of weird twists and turns. So I think, like, is it too crazy to make it 20th level? I'm not against it. It might be... I feel like the players are too powerful at that point. We're going to be throwing... I don't even know what all the crazy curveballs are going to be, but it might be too bonkers. I don't know.
Flight of Wyvern says the 9th level Dungeons Dude stream recently was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing 9 or 10.
9th is... Il Denoth says 9th is nice for that second ability bump.
ASI.
Rep Burner says, just so long as you get Fireball!
Yeah.
Cat, what are you doing? NPC Creation says 9th is money for balancing.
Yeah,
8th, rather. I mean... Paul Hossettler says 8th level. A lot of people have... There's a lot of... basically, 6 or higher is kind of the consensus of the chat.
Yeah, let's pencil it in at 9 or 10, and we go from there. Ooh. All right, so we got something, I don't know, messing around with something. I don't know, we'll come back to this later. But there's enough. We got enough to do with two of those terrain trays, and we have one left over. So maybe we'll use that for something. That's a I don't know. There's something we could do. It's pretty awesome using the terrain tray. That was a good solve. Who came up with the terrain tray? That was a good.
I suggested this yesterday.
Terrain trays as floors?
I suggested doing acid terrain tray.
For our big in the main room.
For the sewers. But one of our viewers also suggested it. There were a few ideas of a terrain tray would make this be good.
Yeah. We don't have. I don't believe we've got the 12 by 12 acid terrain trays. Right. That was yesterday. I was like, oh, the way you do it, we have this big. Right. So we have the water terrain tray, and you're like, oh, you could use acid to be cooler. I was like, I don't think we have that one in stock. But we do have these little guys, which I had not thought about though. Yeah, whose idea was to put them in the base of the instead of floors? That was a nice.
Tell me if that was your idea, because it's not in my notes. At chat.
Yeah, chat. So we're gonna mess around with. Let's do this. Let's play with the transition here. Yeah, we gotta figure out what it is. So we got some sort of smuggly, sewery something.
Could you use the banks in here?
Yes, we've got banks. We do have banks. Bank on it.
Would banks in the sewer look good, or for the transition versus using plain floors?
Stone banks. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me see that.
Oh yeah, that works.
Something nice in there. And then if we got some possibilities. If I knock this back one, could put this yay. If I get the crooked cavern pack in here, we have 2x1s, and I can offset this by 1, and then we're really on something. We could also do. Crooked.
Mark90 says, what about a vertical acid hazard square to make a sewage waterfall?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do something like that sort of a thing. It could come pouring through this, could pop open the hole and have a thing. Sewage waterfall is not a thing that you want to have as part of your life.
No.
Your life choices are in a bad. You've done something wrong when sewage waterfall is part of your routine. We could do some sort of. Yeah, if we do the crooked cavern, maybe let's try it. Let's bust open this thing, because that gives us.
Chris says, so we're calling this build of the month Staten Island, right?
Oh, zing! Because it's true.
Zinger.
Apparently it's really. Apparently Staten Island is nice. I've never been there, but it's apparently it's not so bad. It gets around.
I've had a fine time in Staten Island.
Yeah. I mean, it's just basically suburbs. It's not right?
Yeah, the worst part of Staten Island are probably the people. But no.
Jesus.
but maybe that is small-minded of me. Another place where Chris says Staten Island is like super nice area slammed up directly against super rough areas.
Mm. So are we doing a? Let's do a thing. Let's do a cove. This might be train tray heavy, but I don't know. Let's try. Let's mess around. If we
Well,
do,
someone in the chat just said they need more terrain trays.
no, here you go.
That was Ildnath.
Can I build with this? Yeah. All right. Let's see what we've got for banks. Yeah. Oh man, you see, once like the difference between having anchor magnets and not having anchor magnets, it's life changing. Like it's like I just want everything to always have magnets.
The Watcher says we all float down here.
We all float down here. Here the kids.
We've had a few people demand ruins, and Seraphis the Bland has brought up ruined city pieces, which someone on Twitter asked if we were restocking a specific set. Seems the people desire ruins.
Yeah, it turns out ruins are popular. Right? Ruins are drama. Ruins are danger. Ruins are woe and misery. Boy, this is my clever MacGyver mount is questionable. Keep knocking this thing off. Yeah, I don't know if we're restocking this, but we should. What is Surface?
Seraphis the Bland says, we seriously need just piles of boulders, etc. Aren't we doing a bunch of ruined stuff for our wargame reconfigs?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was in Hamster's original compositions.
Yeah, they're a little in flux. We've had a whole sorts of mold configuration drama.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. We're working on it, chipping away at it.
Seraphis the Bland says, do I smell beans?
Yeah, I guess.
Beans?
we haven't made it official because we haven't been able to actually. The factory hasn't been able to pull it off, or we're having issues with the composition. We're trying to make cool sets, wargame centric sets, but it's yeah. What do we do here? It's been an adventure, just like nothing. We can never go in a straight line. You can't at Dwarf Forge. You can't just go from A to B. There's a lot of zigs. Like our whole existence is zigging and zagging.
I'm too gated.
To go straight line.
Yeah. Yeah, Vertex Artist, I think it's Vertex Artist said, ruins are great because it tells the story for you.
Well, there's just so many interesting opportunities for danger with ruins. Either it's like they're active ruins, like there's the city's getting razed, or they're recent ruins, like it happened last night, or they're ancient ruins, or crumbly bits. Like I don't know. The ruins are just, who doesn't love ruins? Apparently they love them so much we're out of stock.
Yeah. More ruins. More ruins. Meow. Cat number 2.
Meow.
This is Harrowheart. She went to the vet on Friday, and she's overweight.
Did you blame COVID? You say with the COVID-19? No.
The vet was really cute. She was like, I don't want to body shame her, but this could be big problems down the line.
So if we do a seaside cove thing, like what's our tale here? We got put you over here for a sec. I'm running out of space already. This thing is sprawling a bit.
Service among us. That's a bear. Might even be a sheep. About the cat.
How much does she weigh?
I don't know how much she weighs. I need to pick her up with two hands.
The vet didn't tell you?
It's tricky because we can't go into the vet right now.
Oh,
because
right.
of
It's all these drop off. Yeah. We have the same.
Yeah, you drop off, and then they call you when they're like with the cat and like walk you through the exam.
Yeah.
And so she didn't tell me how much she weighed. She was just like, she's big. She was like really hesitant to say so. She was like, so everything looks good, but and I was like, she chonk.
Yeah.
Then it was like, yeah, she does have some weight on her.
She does have some weight on her. I don't know, why is she sensitive about it? Like it's a cat. Like they're not like cat doesn't know.
Is there a sewer to dungeon transition piece? I don't think so.
No, it's on our kind of our wish list of things that would be neat. Would be transitions for everything would be a generally neat thing.
Masticon says you're sneaking into a port city through the sewers.
That's fun. That's really fun. Oh, we've got a corner fill. Wait.
Yeah. Seaside to sewer absolutely suggests smuggler/thieves guild.
Yeah, I kind of like this reverse though, like because you're always like, the bad guys are always smuggling stuff in. It's fun to have the PCs have to sneak in. Like that becomes a neat and flip it on its head, as it were. Ooh, maybe we do this. Are you gonna stay? What are they, why are they sneaking in? What do they have? They're sneaking into Staten Island? Really?
Oh my god. They're sneaking out of Staten Island.
It's Escape from New York. It's the sequel.
Yeah. Mastercon says, you gotta add a boat.
I think...
says, boat.
I don't know if it's in stock, but yes.
Probably not. I think the boat goes quick.
Because the boat's awesome. Secret.
Oh, Escape from Waterdeep?
Ooh.
This is a Cavern starter set, right?
Basic Cavern. Basic Cavern plus Crooked Cavern. I still have a lot of... I've got these walls. What am I going to do here? We got... fun options.
Over in the hero says, Escape from Waterdeep. Then they accidentally stumble into Skullport.
Ooh. That's a fun... and that's definitely beyond our means right now to build Skullport with these sets. But that's a fun... just sort of tying it all... although I don't like tying to the realms. Jeez Louise, what is this? I thought I was so clever with this rig.
Vertex artist asked, what are the challenges in here? Monsters, traps, etc.?
Let's go with etc. I'll take etc. for 3,000. For 300. What do we? What's etc.? Is that gonna stay? Darn it. Where's the loose? Please stand by. We get technical. Turns out arm lamps maybe are not the ideal place to mount your web camera. Come on.
Etc. could be a vial, etc. appears. Oh, okay. A vial, etc. appears.
No, not the vial, etc. Yes, vial, etc. Okay. I think I got this thing in place. No.
Flight of the Wyverns says maybe add an acid pool at the end of the sewer where it meets the cave, as if the cave floor was cut sharply away by the sewer acid.
Fun. Let's try it. I love it. Yeah, because I have one other terrain tray left over. But let's go back to our what's our challenge in our story? What's our etc.
Paul Hostetler says a noble sends the PCs down into a dire rat infested sewers to retrieve a diamond necklace his wife dropped. While searching for the necklace, they happen upon a group of smugglers dressed like giant rats, awkwardly carrying crates.
Wait. The giant smugglers in giant rat costumes? I mean, smugglers in giant rat costumes is hilarious. That's my favorite. Right? They're okay. Why are they in giant rat costumes? You got me.
So the dire rats don't eat them.
But they get their costumes. They can see. Oh.
Trashy Mashy says players could be trying to stop an alchemy lab from polluting a town's water. The pollution is causing mutant monster to attack local fishermen.
Mutant monster attack. Fun.
I love mixing in we need to be more environmentally conscious message into this. It's like all the pollution is about to get into the water supply, just like Lake Erie and Buffalo.
Oof. Yeah, it turns out water's important. You might regret not having it.
Chris says the sludge has an incredibly appetizing aroma that tries to charm players into drinking it so it can infest them.
So it's sentient, or it's just like, or it's just scented.
It's scented. So good.
Scented, not sentient. It's
Masticon says so there's so much mold that you're taking disease checks.
Ooh. Gosh darn, I am.
Ooh, we got a lot of suggestions. I gotta keep up.
Alright, so we got a little back area. I don't know what we do over here, but we got a thing. Alright, so let's go. Let's see if we can.
We're sneaking into evil sorcerer / warlock that has been experimenting on a family of turtle.
Oh, wait, this is how we get to our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
This will have to. Well, if they were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I feel like they wouldn't be being tortured. They would be doing the torturing of all the bad guys.
I'm pretty sure the Ninja Turtles didn't torture anybody.
Well, they beat him up.
Yeah, fact. But they
Merc90 says sewers are backed up. Party investigates, and an earthquake opened up sewers into a large cavern full of very unhappy gnomes. The sewage is flooding their home and are not happy.
Do we get the pollution in there? How do we get our environmentally conscious message in this? What if we do?
Yes, okay. The moral of this build of the month will be don't litter and don't do chemical dumping into the local water supply. This build is anti big corporations.
Yes. This build sponsored by GE. They had their whole.
This build is sponsored by Greenpeace.
They dumped PCPs in the Hudson River for until they got caught back in the, what was it, the 80s, the 90s, 80s, 90s? When did they?
That was GE.
Yeah, I believe it was GE, wasn't it? There's somebody was dumping PCP into the Hudson River,
Ooh.
like, and not like a little, like you know, like industrial amounts of.
Kite Nerd said the painted rowboat is in stock, but that makes the bundle more spendy.
Well, and we don't know. I don't know how many. Just because we have a couple in the web store doesn't mean like we have to actually have sufficient stock, which is the kicker. That's the Eric had to go through and sort of identify what he thought was we had enough of.
Yeah, because we sold out of January.
How cool is that?
Very cool.
Although we're not doing this to sell sets per se. It's education, inspiration.
Finley Shard says players are sneaking into an enemy city to add something to the water supply so the enemy army will fall asleep. It's just they are struggling to find where the fresh water supply is.
Whoa. That's still on Talia's laptop, so I get all of her calls. I don't know how to decouple it. Mine is ready though, other than a blizzard. I just need to get there. Yeah.
If you want to deactivate her calls, you go to FaceTime preferences and sign out. Vertex Artist says, ooh, what about moon rats or some other intelligent rats in the trench coat?
Moon rats. Cranium rats.
Cranium rats. Kite Nerd says, I like the alchemy lab idea. I'm looking for methods. Why are there no acid methods?
Oh yeah, why are there no acid methods? There's mud. Oh, wait, acid isn't one of the demiplanes of elemental demiplanes, is it? No.
Chris elaborated on his suggestion a while ago that was like the players want to drink the water, and he said like it has parasites in it that reproduce by charming creatures into drinking them.
Oh. Oh. And it's such a D&D, right? Like that's Gary Gygax would totally have some sort of terrible parasite creature, like the rot grubs creature that it's like a dryad rot grub that just charms you, and then that's
Paul Hostetler says, or maybe there are no rats and it was all just rumors spread by rogues in the city taverns.
Can't trust those rogues.
Flame of the Wyverns wants to know if we are adding the Lizard Folk set to this build of the month.
I don't know yet. We haven't populated it just yet. I'm fiddling with a acid pool with the few pieces we have here.
Vertex Artist says, the rats broke into a crate of intelligence potions and have gathered their brothers to overthrow the city. You must cut off their supply to pacify them.
Cut off their supply of intelligence potions.
Chris says, 2 plumber brothers, Marlowe and Luigi, have been kidnapped by Boomer the Turtle King.
Wait, Bowser's become Boomer? Of course.
NPC Creation says, guards are disappearing, with reports of them marching into the sewers at night, with a sewer siren luring townsfolk down to convert them to black pudding / gelatinous cubes to preserve her domain.
A sewer siren? Just for the alliteration alone, I'm so in. I'm like...
Yeah.
Hmm.
The players are investigating leakage in the water supply from an alchemy lab, says Vertex Artist.
The question mark is what made that one.
Rabbit Burner says, add in the city builder grab bag and you can have mutant crocodiles rampaging around the sewers.
Well, we do have the 2-headed croc in stock.
Yes.
So, like, we have good stock on that one. So we could, I have one, where is he floating around? I had him, I was brandishing him before, so we could, this guy could make an appearance quite easily.
Bergnavi says, alchemical reagents, maybe regents, being dumped by the local artificer guild. The magic in the water is combining to create monsters and oozes that act.
Oozes that what?
oozes that attack.
Ah, like that great Fox series when oozes attack.
What oozes attack?
Hmm.
The slime slash water, etc., can temporarily turn the characters berserk, and they fight each other for 1 to X rounds.
So then who needs
Queen
monsters?
Cersei has flooded King's Landing sewers with wildfire, and the heroes must stop her minions from lighting it up.
Oh, it's totally got that green wildfire look. Oh. I like. Do I have enough?
How about a sewer garbage weird?
A garbage weird? Gross, like a
Yeah.
sludge weird? Like, ugh.
We've done water weird, so maybe
But not a sludge sewage. Ugh.
the sewer sirens and the garbage weird all
It's
have
a
a party.
it's a classic love story. Yeah.
Oh, what if the sewer? Because you have that grate there, it made me think of it as a cage, sort of like they're caging in the crocodile.
Yeah. Yeah. I was pulling these aside over here to maybe like to put a little cave in back there, something like see if I have enough
Oh,
pieces
nice.
to yeah, wanna like I think we've got I can do I can do this. This guy little
The fumes can disorient the players and cause disadvantage.
could put this, could go back there. This build is like sprawling rapidly, which is awesome. Uh,
Yeah.
I didn't know we had enough to like. There's coverage here. Like this is it's you know what? It's those terrain trays. Those little those terrain trays buy us a lot of something.
Gilded Poison says an angry wizard has created the acid to prevent anyone from releasing her monstrous creation. Fortify STR says black pudding formed from the detritus of the sewer and some arcane artifact.
Mmm. It's like the it's like the sludge weird. Like there's just some hideous hideous something living down here that's the product of its environment. How many?
What plot points have you liked so far?
Uh, Tons of them. I like this. The sewer siren is just something is exciting about that. I like the reverse. I like the reverse. Like the players have to break in or have to sneak in. Thing is a fun gag. The uh, all manner of. I feel like we're always investigating something. I want to go have them do. Like maybe they need. What do they need to do? That's this chemicals, some sort of secret lab nonsense. Seems fun.
Oh yeah, there was that suggestion to have this be a wizard or sorcerer layer. So if you put the alchemy lab stuff in like maybe that like back corner, like
Yeah.
in the lower right hand side, you put the alchemy lab pieces in there. Like that's where they're doing all the baths.
Yeah. Something. Darn it! I did it again.
Vertex Artist says, since you have build of the months planned out, why not chain them together? Because we don't plan that far in advance.
Yeah. Well, and also we don't know what's going to be in stock this far in advance, and yeah.
Oh, Vertex Artist says, like maybe this leads into the month after. Ooh, like a cliffhanger.
Except we know we're doing castles next month.
Well, exactly. Maybe what they learn from
Oh,
here
this
is
sneaks
they
into the
go to
bottom of the
castle.
castle. Yeah, they have to enter in. Hoga.
Hoga, hoga.
That's a sound people make, right? When they
Was there
tolerate.
Paul Hostetler says, was there any plot or lore around the original release of the two-headed croc?
No, which is crazy. Uh, it was just like Stefan was like, I don't know, we should put two heads on a crocodile, and which was like, it doesn't have a good, it doesn't have a real name. I was trying to call it a nettingator, but it doesn't quite.
A crocagator?
No, a nettingator.
One of the head is a crocodile and the other's an alligator.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. And they can't decide. They're like, what's the difference between us anyway? And I don't know.
Merc90 says the two-headed croc is a polymorph spell gone wrong due to the chemicals poured in the sewers. A previous party with a druid
Ooh,
and wild magic sorcerer have combined into a two-headed croc. They aren't actually hostile to the party, but the party may not know that. The two heads argue with each other, each blaming the other for their condition.
that's fun. You get
Isn't that kind of similar to what you did in the Dungeon of Doom?
yeah, but it's the gag, the arguing. It wasn't. It couldn't talk in Dungeon of Doom though.
Yeah.
It was a polymorphed or shape changed druid, but the idea of having like the gag of the two heads talking and arguing and stuff is just a fun. Like as a DM, that's a fun. It's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Have enough room to make a thing here.
What was the druid's name from Dungeon of Doom that was the two-headed croc?
Dwatha? Dwatha, I believe.
No Time for Dudes, same, says, Tales from the Loop RPG idea. Alien toxins have created strange wildlife in the sewers in the town near the loop. Little Billy and Susie go to investigate it, only to find themselves in danger. Their time-traveling great-granddaughter has to save them before she disappears from existence.
Oh my god. The
That's a fun little
time
trope.
traveling great granddaughter is amazing. I'm so there for that.
Deranged Penguin has a paragraph for us. Are you ready?
Yeah, born.
The Burgermeister of a seaside town has requested adventurers to investigate how their daughter is escaping the manor nightly. He has forbidden her to see a local merchant's son so their bloodline remains pure. The adventurers discover a coastal cave after investigating the town and following clues on the merchant's son's whereabouts. Adventurers follow the path, but shortly discover that the merchant's son is more than meets the eye. Could be filled with tamed beasts and traps.
What's the merchant's son's what's his deal?
Deranged Penguin says you could go Romeo and Juliet or something darker.
Sludgio and Sludgio and Sewer Sirenette.
I like Sludgio and then
Sludgio.
and Croquette.
The sentient sludge and the crocodile that it loves.
The merchant's son is the wizard in the sewers.
He's not just a. He's. I like the merchant's son being the wizard or some the. What do we? How do we? Let's think about this. The castle for a second. So if we know we're doing a castle, how do we connect? What do we like? Well, let's connect it into next month's castle or something. We've got to get in. Like that's part 2, right? We go right into the. They're entering or they need to sneak in to get into the castle for whatever reason. But why? Like, how do they?
Paul Hostetler said, "Castle could be under siege. The PCs are trying to smuggle supplies in for the besieged castle."
That's fun.
Is the cracked dungeon wall transition piece its own set, or is that baked into something?
Cracked dungeon wall. What's?
I think the one from Lava Bridge.
Oh, it's part of the dungeon ruins. Is that one?
I think so.
I'm not sure which cracked dungeon wall. It's got to be right. It's the only.
Like I think the burrows transition from dungeon. That
Oh
hole in the wall.
yeah, that is. Geez, what set is that in? That's in some big ol'. Yeah, I don't. I don't.
Lava break.
Yeah, but it's in a small. It's in a. It's in a. Um, it's in smaller. It's in some smaller add-on packs somewhere, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But which?
Gilded Poison says, while down here, they find evidence that someone in the castle is the one who has paid for whatever created the acid in the sewer. The castle is the big corporation that's been dumping chemicals into the drinking water, and now they have to go and dismantle it from the top up, dethrone the CEO, eat the rich.
Eat the rich. Did you add that?
Yeah, I did add that.
Yeah. Is that fitting? All right. Um. Hmm. I'm one short wall shy of a. So.
A ladder wall piece could lead up to the basement of the castle.
Yeah, for sure. We can definitely get up there. Oh, maybe it's if it's a merchant. You know, if it's some rich merchant, wherever, maybe it's his castle or her castle. Their castle. There's gotta be a better thing I can do with these guys.
Rabbit Burner says, deranged druid trying to fight civilization using mutated beasts, two-headed croc, giant rats, and cockroaches, starting by attacking through the sewers.
Oh, I love it. That's that sounds like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle plot. That's totally like a. What was it? Cockroaches and what's was on that list?
And giant rats and the two-headed croc.
Rats, cockroaches, two-headed croc. It's a weird mutant army. Freedom fighting.
All of those are in the City Builder grab bag.
I don't know if we have the City Builder grab bag in stock, but if we do, that opens up a lot of fun possibilities.
So my druid was not kidnapped. She managed to make it out.
Aww.
In my home game.
Aww. That was kidnap would have been so much more fun. Especially if you were replaced by your evil twin sister. That would have been amazing.
All of the other players rolled really well. Like, no one rolled poorly, and so they were able to get to me in time. But my DM was like, yeah, if even one of them like didn't pass that check, they were probably going to get away with you.
I would have, I think that would have been more exciting. Like, I want the...
Paul Hostetler says, quick question for Nate, please. Is the Imperial Streets pack a good buy now, or will there be an analogous street packs in the next Kickstarter that will serve just as well, if not better?
Buy it now. It's a good buy. We currently haven't cracked anything new for Streets yet. I don't know if we're going to. So I think definitely get the Imperial Streets. What do we got here? All right, I'm messing around over here now. Doing something. What's nuts is this is all like we still have the rest of that to finish out over there. Like we got a lot of pieces over here.
It's a great value.
Conceptually, do we? Oh wait, this looks better. Oh haha! Wait. Darn it! This thing is driving me insane.
Are you doing a giveaway for On the Anvil?
Yes. Yes, we are. I think it'll be Starter Dungeon. I think we're back to Starter Dungeon? I think. Man, what is wrong here?
I'm going to step away real quick for a bio break.
Does anybody know the origin of that phrase? All right, see if that locked. Oh, come on, you. All right, never again am I using this lamp as a camera mount. I will use my Vorpal mount. What the heck? I don't know why it seemed like it was working. Bum, bum, bum. You and
I have returned.
yeah, you missed nothing. Me trying to fiddle to get this stupid. My lamp is failing me.
Wow.
Yeah, I spent this whole time just trying to get a stupid. Ah!
Apparently there's a space launch right now.
Who's launching into space? What are we launching? What's going on? Is it SpaceX?
Kodiak Bear Alaska said they're dual watching DF and a spaceship launch.
Cool.
What a fun day.
That is a fun day. You know, back in the olden days when we as a kid, we would they'd like roll the TV into the classroom when there was a space launch, and you'd watch like the space shuttle go up.
Oh, there were a lot of space launches then. Oh, 80s, right?
Yeah, but then the Challenger blew up, and that tradition stopped because we were watching, like, all the classrooms in America were watching that thing blow up live. That was with a teacher on board.
Yeah.
It was like it was pretty crazy. Man, this thing is really. Hold on, I gotta switch camera. Oh wait, what is it staying? Oh wait, it's staying, but it's dicey. All that for this.
What is your current challenge now?
My current challenge is to get this stupid camera arm. I don't know what happened to the head of this lamp. It's very angry at me.
I was kind of meaning in terms of the build / story.
Yeah. All right, so we're trying to make something. I don't know. We haven't put any dressing in here, but I was trying to make a couple of interesting rooms. I'm afraid to touch this thing, but so we got this thing here now that has like a raised section up there. It's kind of fun. We got another little room over here, and over here. I gotta connect something over here and make this like entry area interesting, and then figure out if we want to put something behind the grate. The thing on, see what it feels like, and then we got to make it all kind of tied together with some sort of sassy tale of adventure. I guess the sassy part's optional, but
for me, the sassy part is never optional.
It's inevitable.
I have no control.
All right, let's go over here. Again.
Whoa.
Oh, what to watch?
NBC Creations has said, I was actually in the California SpaceX flight deck during a launch a few years back.
Cool. Have you seen NBC Creations Twitter photos? Man, art.
I think so.
Yeah. They do all this really nice photography. Very, very pretty. Oh, Lord. How did this work the whole time and now it's just completely failed? I don't know what's going on.
You should just duct tape it to your shoulder.
Yeah, or just let it be all askew, all cattywampus. We'll get there. I'm learning next time. Vorpal arm. We get there. Yeah, what do we gotta make something interesting over here. Like this is I got a bunch of bits.
You have the DSLR up over there?
I do, and I haven't been using it. We could switch over just because it's the angle isn't as exciting for these builds. Let's look at it. We got here. We can transition in. We could. Let's see what. Does that buy us anything?
Yeah, it looks good. You just have to turn it towards the thing you're working on.
Aim it at the subject?
Yeah. I like how it's hitting the rocks.
The little our little Remy.
Yeah.
Little Remy fell in a well. Okay, so what do we lift you up, get you out of the way. Alright, so what do we got here? So we have and we haven't decorated up with we haven't played with the dressing. We got alchemy accessories.
Ooh, Flight of the Wyvern says, if the blue water terrain trays open sea, maybe use some of the square cavern floor pieces as a stone dock access point for the castle. Like a jetty?
A jetty. Or let me rotate this. What if I go rotate 90 degrees? Hang on. What if, do you like a jetty? Man, the kids are going nuts up there. Can you hear that?
I can hear it on my feed for you, but I can't hear the stream feed.
Oh.
NPC Creation says, I think my next shoot is going to be sewers. This has my imagination running.
Cool. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, we put a lot of NPC Creation stuff in like fan build videos and whatever. I have like a whole folder on my hard drive of it.
Let's go back.
AK Yeti says, you should convert it to sci-fi with some of the KS 7.5 sci-fi pieces you're about to tease on the stream, Mikey Face. We don't have those pieces, right?
No.
They have not been made.
No, but we have dreams of these pieces. Does that buy us anything? What's the street value of dreams these days, Selena?
It's about the only thing we have these days. I'm dreaming of Berlin.
The problem we're running into with the sci-fi sets is bandwidth. Set singular. Let's not get plural. We're trying to get this next Kickstarter cooking, and it's kind of all the same people that are needed to do all stuff. So I don't know don't know how we're gonna crack it just yet. Maybe slide this out here. Yes, if you guys have an idea on how we can get some more bandwidth out of our core team, let me know.
AKD says, my grand sci-fi idea, sci-fi double door with vertical insert where it's like the blast door from Star Wars and you can swap out the phases of the door closing. That's
fun. Yeah, there's so much sci-fi is just ripe. There's so many fun just gags and bits of technology, and I don't know. It's gonna be a good one. Whenever it is a good one, it'll be a good one. Yeah, I mean that's the problem is we kind of just want to do a whole Kickstarter of it, but also who knows if anybody's gonna buy any.
Yeah, it's hard to know what the market's gonna be. GPRKRN says more crystal sully monsters if possible, please.
That's a very fair request. Yes. Yeah. We definitely would love to work with Crystal as much as humanly possible. As as much as her schedule can allow. She's a popular lady in the world of creature design.
And rightfully so.
Yeah. Deservedly so.
On the overhead cam, where you just place that is right underneath the building of the Build of the Month logo.
We're gonna let's go. Ooh, let's go full overhead. We haven't done that one yet today.
Go full overhead.
Well, semi overhead. See some overheads. That's it. Yeah. See this? Is this cut off? No, it's a mic. That shaping into a thing. Seems like we got a little sea cave sort of thing. We got some floors we could expand something somewhere.
Deranged Penguin says, is there a chance there could be a paint bundle for the McCorney paints versus buying them individually? And maybe a possible discount, question mark?
Maybe? Question mark? I think we talked about, I don't know. I can't remember what we talked about with paint bundles. It would make a lot of sense.
We did it for Caverns Deep.
Yeah, right? There was like an Underdoom bundle and stuff, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I wonder, throw that one in the hopper of
like a paint bundle for each set, like the Cavern paint bundle, the Dungeon paint bundle, City paint bundle.
City, right?
That only makes
it makes it easy. And then maybe there's a little bundle discount, right? So instead of 3 bottles for $10, you get 3 bottles for $27 or whatever. I don't actually. They're cheaper than $10, aren't they? They're like.
I think they're $10 a bottle.
Are they?
Oh, 8 says no time for dudes. So now there's egg on my face.
Yeah. So like if we had, that would be. I like a bundle would be. Make it easy. Make it fun. Make it. Plus, there's something pleasing about buying a bundle. I don't know why, but my mind likes a bundle.
It implies that you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, right? Just, that's the thing I need to get, and I can go. Yeah, one click and go. No time to think.
Merc90 says sci-fi could use some big flashing LED pieces. It could also use the floor fogger, call in an anti-zero point energy generator. It's true.
Oh, I love it.
I feel like our sci-fi set will have to include all of our special features.
Everything. Like it's
imagine the fogger being used as like a decontamination chamber.
That'd be awesome. Well, and like all of it. Like we have the light puck is like it's out like the capability, it's outrageous. Like we could do there's so much we could do. Like the technology is taunting us. It's waiting there. Of all the lines, sci-fi is like the most that is just it could be technology crazy. Okay, 1 floor. What we did with this, I don't know. All right, so can we see that thing? Let's throw this over here, see what it looks like. Can't even fit it. Son of a gun. I've built a build that is too big for the workbench.
Oh.
Well, it's just
Does
an
that mean it'll
awkward.
be too big for the demo table?
So we also have that going for us. All right. Let me Yeah, 100%, right? Because that thing's 2 feet by. I guess we could go to the 3x3.
Yeah.
Unless I rotate this way. It ended up being a kind of an interesting, weird shape.
Totally. And that's, better.
Yeah, 29 this way. Looking like we're going to go to 3x3. Because this wants to be.
Drake would suggest turning the sewer bit at the top horizontal.
Yeah, I 100%. But I like the weird crookedness of. Yeah, I want to do this like the crazy dog leg thunderbolt thing. Like we can very easily fit it all in by doing this, but it's not as dangerous, not as dynamic. Plus, we didn't get to use a lot of corners that way. Maybe okay. Well, let's try this and we'll see what we're gonna do with the corners. We try this.
There's lots of discussion about sci-fi in the chat.
Yeah.
As there always is whenever we bring it up. It gets everyone's juices flowing.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a sci-fi. We gotta do a sci-fi OTA episode and sort of talk and brainstorm sci-fi aloud. Debate, discuss, deconstruct. It'll be a great one because we can talk about what our sort of our stumbling blocks are, what our considerations and constraints are, what the realities are. See what people think. All right, so if I just turn it sideways, I lose that. It's a little less exciting, but it fits at least for now. Could do a weird. Ooh.
Can you make it curve back in on itself in a U design? That's kind of what's happening right now, yeah?
I will run out of. I'll be out of terrain trays. Is the problem since we're using the terrain trays as base? Like if we did another thing, I had the. Yeah, I could do this. The zigzag.
I see.
Yeah, we've painted ourselves into a terrain tray situation. But we'll crack it by then. Oh, this is fun. All right, so let's go back to the story. And man, it's cold. I wonder if I can turn that heater back on without blowing the fuse. It is the temperature's been like steadily dropping down here. With no heat.
Well, 20 minutes left.
Yeah, we can survive. So, all right. So we know we want to end up inside a castle, and this ladder will lead up into the inside of the castle. Oh, we've got this alchemy. Let's look at the alchemy. So maybe there's a lab down here. What do we have here? This guy. Woo. Does that even read in the? Ooh, let's go back to this thing. We've got What are we doing in this with these creepy contraptions, right? We could be making oozes, we could be making toxic, poisonous, whatever. We literally do have barrels of green slime. We could be the merchant prince. And how do the players know about the secret entrance here? And why does nobody else know about it? or maybe
Mm.
do other people know about
Maybe it's like the town guard or something know about it, and then they're like, "Yeah, you can find that person down there. We've tried, but they're scary."
it? What kind of town guard is that? They're like, we're just like zero level, dude. This is out of our pay grade.
See, they've been trying to raise an army of mimics. It's a growth potion.
Oh.
The castle is actually a massive mimic. There wasn't a castle there last week.
There wasn't a castle there last week.
The merchant's son ensorcelled by the sewer siren to be her personal potion crafter.
Wow, say that again. So, I,
The
in,
merchant's
in,
son ensorcelled by the sewer siren to be her personal potion crafter.
that's amazing. I'm so in for that. The ensorcelled is one of my favorite words.
You
Or
use
phrases.
it a lot.
Yeah. But ensorcelled by a sewer siren is like, whew, who was that? Who was that alliterative lunatic?
That was Paul Hostetler.
Maybe the sewer siren is in the castle. No, wait, that could be our number. That could be the second part of this. Maybe we don't know it's the sewer siren yet, right? We're discovering sewer serenity. What are they building? A mimic factory, or mimic experiments is fun.
Paul Hostetler says, consider using the pylon as a buoy out of the cove.
Mmm.
And then he follows up with, "Yeah, boy."
It's a buoy. Buoy. Yeah, I don't have enough buoys in my life.
Oh, what about adding the deadly plants pack for them coming out of the slime/waste? Says Deranged Penguin.
Is a good question. I don't know stock. But
that hikes the price because plants are expensive.
Yeah, everything hikes the price, but it's worth it if it's cool. But also, I don't know if we have it. Like the store can be misleading, because just because we have it in the store doesn't mean we have enough. Like, we might only have 10 of them. Like, we have Monster Sewer in stock, but we only got 20 in stock, so it's not enough to. Like, we couldn't use the Monster Sewer for the build. So similarly, I wonder. I don't know what the official status on the plants are, but that would be a fun one. Or would we put the plants?
No Time for Dude says, bootleggers in 1920s Atlantic City sewers have disturbed the old ones' cult.
Ooh, we're going to. And how does it connect to the castle? Man, I love these fiddly bits. Like, they're so fun.
Maybe the pylon's projecting a field to hide/disguise the cavern entrance.
Oh yes, it's an illusion generator. It's David Blaine in a bottle.
Ooh, bottled Blaine.
Get your bottle Blaine, yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, it could connect to a speakeasy. Says GPRKRN. The king is sick but wants to live forever, so he asks his alchemist to make a double.
That's a terrible plan. That is nothing ever goes well when you try to make a clone of yourself. It's perfect, right? So yeah. So this is the weird double.
No Time for Dude says the castle is a fake castle casino on the Atlantic City boardwalk. Alright, Ender009 says, what if you flip the whole scenario? The party is the fending off an incoming attack. They're responsible for trapping the cove/sewers. In part 2, they get routed back to the castle for the final stand as the BBG shows up.
Ooh, they have to protect this, right, they know the, that's a fun. We did a little of that in this month, right? They went into the cave. No, they were getting attacked. They were. I mean, they had to escape. Not. Yeah. Defend the cove.
Mm.
Oh, this stupid light. We need to counter how many times I've complained about this stupid light. Where's the guard? Yeah. Well, that's gonna be a question. So, what for the castle? How do we? What are we even gonna do? So, I was saying with you earlier, Selena, is we're using construct a castle, I think, to build a castle thing. So, do we do a building of on the air, because there's not really, like, we can't actually, like, the sets are kind of like it. They build a thing and not. I mean, maybe I could try and melt it all down and then build something. I don't know. What do we do?
Yeah, would it be interesting for you guys to watch a building of the build of the month when we're kind of stuck in the same shape because of the nature of castles?
Like, if because those things are not fast to put together, right? And if we're using a bunch of them, I think we'd pre-build them on terrain trays and slide them around in configuration. But maybe it just becomes like a fun story jam.
Yeah, it could just be okay. This is the build. What are we
Yeah.
doing?
Or maybe we could shift it a little based on, like, if there's something, I don't know. If there's something that makes sense.
Trashy Smashy says players are asked to infiltrate a stronghold held by a fallen paladin. While sneaking in through the stewards, they have a run in with the necromancer that the paladin keeps on retainer.
That's fun. Maybe maybe we take the cloning thing. Maybe it's not necromancer, because we always see the evil necromancer. What if it's the alchemist, and they're trying to clone the paladin, right? They're like or whatever. This is their secret lab where they're trying to create some sort of weird paladin replacement to replace it with a subservient clone that they can then puppet master. It's definitely some crazy experiment, and they ended up with a two-headed croc. Is it disappointing that there's nothing behind this this sewer grate? Do we want to put a...
Oh, the plug.
Do we want to put a little chamber behind there? Right? I feel like we got to.
Didn't you have like a little cavern?
Yeah, but I can't. I cannibalized it. I harvested it for body parts.
That's on brand.
Figure. I bet I could.
Foregun 2 says, I always have the same questions about the sewer grates. I always try to put something. Ooh, Flight of the Wyvern says the two-headed croc is/was the mage. No Time for Do says, this is just a sewer entrance to medieval times, and we are all invited to dinner.
There we go. It's awesome. It's just dudes jousting in New Jersey. It's like...
Ha! Deranged Penguin says, could you use the remaining pieces behind the grate? What pieces you got?
Yeah, I don't quite have enough to do. Like, I kind of wanted to make a space big enough for the croc and have the croc in there and burst out. But maybe I don't have a floor.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Right, like that's the bursting beast is like it's just fun. Especially if you can kind of just trigger it whenever things get quiet in the game. You can just like
have something come out of there.
Yeah, right. If things aren't lively enough, you just burst open the wall and have a giant croc rampage out. Let me try something here.
Watcher says maybe the landlord is kidnapped in the hole behind the croc, and the mage was trying to make a clone who will obey the mage his bidding.
The cloning lab is a fun.
Like the two-headed croc is like a cloning experiment gone wrong.
Yeah, they got the extra head. Although it definitely seems...
Strange Pigman says the two-headed croc is the mage hired by the paladin to clone him, but ran out of test subjects and drank their own brew.
Oh, yeah. That didn't work out. So I got this. So I just
Side
need
effects may include irritability, split personality disorders, transmutation.
medieval infomercials for experimental drugs. Man, I'm so close. I need. I guess if I could just knock this back. Let's see. Do I have a string?
Hope Reality suggests taking things from the other plates, which I think means pieces from other parts of the build.
Which place? I'm open. I'm not against it. I've got
Are you going to be closing in the open part of that terrain tray?
No, because I don't have anything to close it in with. Like I was going to be the ocean,
Love
the
that.
implied ocean with a buoy out here. No, I don't like this. So let's see.
Vertex Artist says you can move the alchemy lab behind the grate.
Oh, I could take a chunk of this and move it in. Does it make it too linear? Is that okay? I don't know. Let's go back to that. If I get this, so I just need a corner. If I could steal this, okay.
Paul Hostetler says when the PCs encounter the crocodile, one head goes rah 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 and the other one goes rah rah rah. PCs with speak with animals understand they're saying one of us speaks only the truth, while the other one says the other speaks only lies.
Oh, I love.
Either way, the crocodile proceeds to bite the PCs.
Well, he was telling the truth.
Vertex Artist says that might make it linear, yeah. In regards to the alchemy lab behind the grate.
It's hard not to be linear in these sort of things, but I was excited that we actually were able to kind of give them a choice. Turns out, presenting players with choices, they enjoy this.
We enjoyed these choices.
Darn it.
I really like the comparison between the acid terrain tray and the water terrain tray. It makes it feel even more gross.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I like this. This thing is going into interesting territory.
Primo Danielson says, Dwarven Forge site mentions supporting BLM. Curious if this was a one-time donation. Does DF actively support BLM? If so, how do we? That was a one-time donation in June, but there have been talks if we were going to do an ongoing charity initiative. It wouldn't be the same charity, but we've talked about it. Currently, there's just not really bandwidth to figure that out.
But philosophically and fundamentally, we support the movement. But we have not, beyond that initial fundraiser, that ended up being an enormous amount of work, right? You can you can speak to it as being in the center of that maelstrom.
It's still, I think we might finally be done with it. There were some brands that we couldn't get a hold of, and so they never sent their stuff, and so we ended up just buying the thing and sending it to them anyway. It's
yeah. I mean, the challenge was we wanted to partner up. We wanted to be bigger than ourselves. We got a bunch of people, and everybody was sort of interested. Hey, we want to pitch in. We want to pitch in. But then when the dust settles, not everybody necessarily shows up to the party they said they were going to show up to.
Yeah. It was thrown together last minute, and a lot of stuff could have been done better from our end.
Well, it was speed. It was timeliness. Was more important than anything.
Yeah.
Right. Why did they have an idea of something we could do for support?
They haven't followed up yet.
Yeah.
Um, Paul Hostettler said something about the Wounded Warrior Project, knowing like that they allocate their funds to administration costs and advertising, and we did our research into that, making sure that they were that like the money wasn't just like going to more advertising and like people's pockets. We did all that. We did all that research.
But that's a legitimate sort of challenge, right? Is trying to find a charity that I don't know. It's hard. Some of these are you don't know what you're you don't know where the money's going. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the Salvation Army actively funds like campaigns that are homophobic.
It's bonkers.
So you never know. In a lot of places, you don't necessarily know where their money is going. If they're like taking the money that they get from all the Santa Clauses and investing it in hate crimes.
That's right.
But anyway, back to the story.
They've got Santa Clauses in every corner.
Yeah, the Salvation Army makes bank.
It's an army. Really.
Yeah. Vertex Artist says, can you add that pregnant passage with a locked gate? Maybe they can pick the lock, or maybe there is a key that floated down the sewer but ended up behind the grate.
Ooh, I love the... I don't think we have it as a standalone, right? Is it in a... I don't know if that pack... It doesn't... I don't even know what pack it's in. Is it in a transition? Like... No, it would be neat. Also, it doesn't come with a door, I don't think, inherently, so that would be another pack to get the door. I don't know. Man, I'm cannibalizing from one side to build to the other to, like, and that diminishing... oh, man, I messed this up.
Flight of Wyvern says, could you swap the grating to the opposite wall and adjust the caverns to fit on that instead? Oh, just swapping out that wall and putting it somewhere else.
Yeah. I wonder if I could get it to...
Let's see. B-Watcher says, is it possible to move the cauldron fire pit near the open water so what the mage is making is a very, very large sea beast, in parentheses, baby. So he will try to roll over the cauldron into the sea. So he will free a giant sea drake of Kraken baby.
Wait, what? Wait. A baby sea beast? That's like... Oh my god.
There's something going on with your mic, I think. Because the mic is in the way of the main camera. That is true, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I should have pointed that out.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm on this camera. I don't know. This thing's not even pointing where I'm working. There we go. Sea beast, Kraken baby.
Deranged Penguin says, instead of having the lower right be connected directly, pull that off, and the only way to access it is to touch the pillar, which can be behind the grate and act like a port key and transport the players to that area of the build.
Good idea, except then I have to seal off. I'm already short on corners. It means I need to be able to seal off 2 more things.
We're always short on corners. You can never have enough.
It's corners or floors, depending on if you're trying to go really big, floors become the issue. If you're trying to have little bits, corners become the issue.
No, we're being raided by Trolls Madden.
Who?
The Party of 11.
Why, hello, Party of 11. We have a table right here. Please, on the menu, 2-headed crocodile.
Our table's ready for you.
We, I don't like this. I wish I could top that. Oh, maybe wait. Wait, what was the idea about moving the alchemy, the Hellfire Furnace?
Let me find it. Moving it near the open water so that the mage is making a sea monster baby.
Right, a weird Kraken sea monster baby?
Yeah.
Standard issue. Wait. The heck do I do with this? I man, we're close to using all these pieces and making something. So where did this raid come from? Who are these people? What's on? What's
It came from Trolls Medin. And they say, hello, amazing people. Hello, Trolls Medin.
Hello.
Mark 90 wants to know how many sets are in this build now?
So currently we have one basic cavern set, one crooked cavern builder set, one sewer walls set, one 12 by 12 rough stone water terrain tray set, and one 3-pack of the 8 by 4 rough stone and acid terrain trays, then alchemy lab accessories, and a 2-headed croc. And a partridge in a pear tree. You know, my kids had never heard that song, so I tried singing it for them this Christmas, and they just like, after like 5 golden rings, they were just like, "What is this? Goes on?" They're like, "No, this. I'm out."
It's far too long.
I was like, "But it's just getting started. We got there's so many like, the maids of milking and the thing," and they're like, "No, I'm not."
Trolls Medin says the terrain does look so awesome, and they first saw it in Dungeon Dudes.
Hey,
we love the dudes of dungeons.
Dungeon dudery. Here, let's go to We'll go to sassy camera for you guys.
Flight of the Wyvern says Kraken Priest instead of a mage, perhaps. Oh, your voice has been recognized from Dungeon Dudes. Wow, you're a celebrity.
My voice is.
The Watcher says there's a lever in the set, right? And then you could use that to flip the cauldron.
There isn't. I thought I would have bet money on it, and Tyler would have bet money. Oh boy, I knocked the camera out. No, it's still going.
Oh boy, no. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm causing trouble. I'm trying to get crafty. Oh. But no, this doesn't.
Are you ready to hear a phrase that'll fill your soul with dread?
No. I've had enough dread in my life. Wait.
Foregone 2 says, it's crazy to think in just another 5 to 6 months we're going to have another Kickstarter?
Oh, jeez. Come on. Who is it? Banned for life. Come on. You're rubbing salt in our wounds. This is, it's too real. Ah. Yeah, well, let's, remind us about that in 6 to 8 months. It would be fantastic. Thank you.
The Kickstarter?
Yeah. I got this little thing. We got, I don't know what. I got a mess over here, but we're getting there. What the heck were we? Who's on first? What were we doing?
What were we doing? I'm very hungry. My focus is askew.
I can do. Oh no, except we're out of. We're out of terrain tray.
It's a troll raid. We're getting raided by so many trolls. I think it's the good kind, though.
Which are the good kind of trolls?
The kind of trolls like Trolls Medin.
Fair. I
and nerdy and
nerdy
Kip
trolls?
the Dish Pig.
Woo! I've been reading just a few nights now. I've been reading The Hobbit to Grayson, and which is really fun because I hadn't read it since I was 9 or 10 or something. And we got to the trolls last night. They're straight up British. Their names are Bert and William and Percy? No, what's the third? But they're straight up like British, like Cockney. The trolls are like, it's kind of hilarious. They're like comic relief. I did not remember British trolls.
Swedish trolls here do blacksmithing, says Trolls Medin.
Ooh, yeah, well, because Swedish trolls are like the coolest trolls. Way cooler than those British Lord of the Rings trolls. Like, oh. that. We got a thing here. Oh, can you see it? Let me switch to this. I'm just trying to figure out this one last corner, and we are in business, and then it's also probably close to 4, isn't it? We should probably.
We are past 4.
No, I get.
It is 4:08.
What? Time flies when you're talking troll.
When you're throwing terrain, slinging terrain.
Terrain slinging.
Primo Danielson brings up the KS1 map maker, which was a very cool tool.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up as well once you start going in on the z-axis, and people, we've every month or two somebody is like, hey, are you guys gonna ever do a map maker again? At some point we may have something that's a something.
It'd be cool to do it in 3D. It's just we are not app developers.
No. We have a few things that we're really good at, and we stick to that. And yeah, let's pop this thing off. I'm gonna go solo. Look at this thing and walk through, and then get out of here. All right, so. Here's where we're at currently. Oh no. Something is loose on this camera. Maybe see how. Okay.
Well.
So we have something. There's some sort of sea landing. All right, they come. Players are gonna come from the ocean, maybe, or something. Some sort of thing here. They come to the cave. Woo! And then there's got to definitely be a fight or something. We got a nice big open space here, right? All right, so we have fun areas. There's something here. We got some fun MacGuffins, toxic. Can I get focus? Toxic chemicals, barrels, or whatnots. I don't know where this guy's gonna go yet. We'll hold him out for now. Little sewer area. Come on in over here. Woo! A workshop-y zone. More alchemy. Goodness. And then something here, and behind we can pop this thing out. Whoa! It just dinged off the lens. That was got a little tiny chamber back there. Can I get over there? And then after this will lead to the castle for April's build of the month.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
Yeah, this is our way up and out. What exactly we're doing in here, we don't know. But it may or may not involve a sewer siren and weird oozes, a sentient ooze that charms you to drink it, a buoy, an illusion, a merchant prince, chemicals, a two-headed talking. This guy needs a two-headed talking crocagator dial. Let's put this back in. All right, but I think that we're gonna call that a show. Is it a show?
We're gonna call that a show.
Call that a call that a night, a day, a snowstorm. Whoop. All right, camera locked on. Switch back to dooba.
Oh yeah, I don't think we said we were doing this virtually because there's a snowstorm and we can't drive.
Well, we should say that. Yeah, we there was a big. I think we sort of mentioned it, right? Somebody asked if we had 10 feet of snow, and the answer was
yeah. We brought up the snow. Anyway.
Boop. What is that? Oh, it says you are muted. I see. All right. So yeah, we got to. This will be March's something in this realm. Will be March's build of the month. Oh my God. Thanks for. We had a couple of good bunch of crazy story ideas, and a couple of good. The big breakthrough was using a terrain tray, the 4x8s as floors. That was our big, the big salvation. Especially, what else are we gonna? I guess we could use Caverns floors. There's a floors pack. I don't know. What else do we learn today?
If you have more ideas, go ahead and you can message us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. If you email, what is it, ota@dwarvenforge.com?
Yep. And we have all our socials are on the bar below. You can follow me at Nate Taylor on Twitter if you want to find out when we're going to do this again. And what are you? You're literally Selena?
You can follow me at literally Selena, but it's all gay stuff. So if that's the content you seek, that is what you shall find.
I think that's all we have, right? Tomorrow we have On the Anvil at 7 o'clock, and Thursday we have Hobby Hang at 7 o'clock, and you'll see whatever the fruits of this are in 1 month, right? March something or other, the first Tuesday of March. We'll do the next one of these, and this one will launch. Today's Build a Month launched, or this month's Build a Month launched.
Yes,
Build of the Month.
February Build of the Month today. And you can buy the bundle today.
Woo! It's perfectly themed for the big snowstorm we're having. Shivering Springs. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the ideas. Thanks for thanking. And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.